Oh hey, Happy New Year. My name is Mary Spender, and I am excited to introduce my new daily show. That is correct. Every day in the month of January, we'll start off slow. I'm going to upload a daily music show. It will consist of many different components, and you guys will be very important and necessary to keep the show running. So I just kind of wanted to preface this month by saying the whole idea of uploading daily has always been quite daunting to me, which is very similar to how people are on the 1st of January. They set New Year's resolutions, and I bet that you might have set a New Year's resolution of some kind. Mine is to practice every day, and if you are looking to practice your instrument every day for, let's say, 15 minutes, why can't this show be your accountability partner? So every day that I upload, and every day you see that notification or however you see my YouTube videos, you have to find that instrument of yours, or practice singing, or practice songwriting, whatever you need to practice every day of this month, or whatever your New Year's resolution is. When you see me upload, you have to do your thing. And you can put me on mute, you can pause me, you can do whatever you like, but all I ask is that you practice. However, there's one other thing that I do need to ask, and that is for you to subscribe and give that bell a little click or ring, whatever you're meant to do with it. It really helps, and it's going to be a busy month full of many exciting things. So let's get into the show. Question of the day. Jay asks, when you're performing on stage, do you prefer to see the audience, or do you like it when the lights make the audience disappear from view? It's tied. I love seeing people's faces, because I feel like, having gigged so often in bars and clubs where there is no lighting, nothing special, like sometimes the band, you can't even see the band properly. I'm so used to like staring at people in the eyes and giving them plenty of eye contact. But there is a different element when you are suddenly given a gig in a bigger venue, and it does throw you a little bit, not being able to see people, sort of having to do that all the time. So I can't imagine what it's like to play in a gigantic stadium, where maybe it would be a bit overwhelming. So having those bright lights helps, but I don't mind seeing the audience's faces. Kind of makes me play up to them a bit. I guess when it's a big stadium show, which, you know, one day, you probably have more to concentrate on than just singing to people. There's probably loads of other stuff going on, so you probably have to just get in the zone and not worry about what people think. But then, you know, even festivals, it's good to get used to staring at people's faces and seeing their reactions, because in festivals, like, you're not necessarily going to be playing at night, not in long English summers. So yeah, I love both. I want to be able to experience both again. But thanks, Jay. Thanks for the question. Now back to the studio for guitar tip of the day. Consistency is key. New Year's resolutions exist for a reason. We all love a fresh start, especially after 2020.
We do not speak his name.
Ooh, sorry, Ollivander. However, we also know resolutions are notoriously difficult to keep up because we try and change too many things. We don't get specific enough, we don't have a support system or someone to hold us accountable, or, and this speaks to me, we are our own worst enemy. Days slip by so easily, especially when they look the same, so it's important to remind yourself that playing little and often will do way more in the long run than one 5-hour practice session sporadically. I've said it before and I'll say it again, 5 minutes a day should be your minimum. But don't think that 5 minutes is enough. You should use that 5 minutes as a launch pad. I often start by playing songs and quite quickly time disappears. I'll either find something I need to work on or start writing something. I know it's the only way I will improve. So if you're busy with bigger things, try and have a conversation with the people around you to help find you that spare time. However, if you're even watching this video, then we know you got time. And if you don't want to hear it from me, then listen to this quote. Success isn't always about greatness, it's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will come. Yep, that was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Oh hey, it's me again, your accountability partner. Have you picked up that instrument? Are you practicing? Pause me, feel free to. I'll still be here. Okay, sorry, just checking it. Last but not least, we have
Your guitar stories.
Today's guitar story comes from Niels. Hi Mary, my name is Niels from the Netherlands and I would like to share my guitar story with you. Of course I know you from your videos with Andertons, but I actually never watched your own videos until yesterday. How rude. No, it's okay. This was from October. Niels, you better still be watching. When I watched your video about guitar stories, great idea. It's great to hear stories of normal people instead of the well-known artist, especially because it's not about how expensive and exclusive a guitar is, but also what it means to people. Absolutely. I would also like to share 2 stories about Firecaster and Potato Caster. That's a first. I've never heard a guitar called a Potato Caster. Firecaster is my first Fender I bought when I was, I think, 18 years old. It's originally a regular Mexican Tele standard, and I played this guitar for years until I bought a 62 reissue Tele that sounds way better. I never used the guitar again, but couldn't part from it since it's my own first own guitar. Very true. Rule of the day, do not part with your first guitar, especially if you are beginning guitar in 2021. Do not part with your darling first guitar. 2 years ago, I decided to do something with this guitar so I could use it again. It's refinished with black nitro lacquer. I added the binding and the Bixby, rerouted it to a deluxe setup, and had to make a custom pickguard to house the 3 Firebird pickups. These are the Mojotone Johnny Winters, and they sound killer, very bright, spanky, but powerful. Wow, okay. The 5-way switch is wired a little different than the regular Strat-way. Position 1, bridge. Position 2, bridge to middle for the out-of-phase sound. Position 3, bridge to neck for the regular Tele middle position. Position 4, middle. Position 5, neck. Okay, let's take a look at this first guitar. Wow. Oh my god. That's very cool. And then he's written Firecaster on the pickguard. That looks incredible. I guess that is the best thing to do. If you're going to do anything to your first guitar, like customize it so that you might be able to play it, or just as long as you keep it, it doesn't really matter what you do to it. So mine still has stickers on it that are horrendous, but everyone told me not to take them off, so I just haven't. Alright, so Potato Caster is coming up. Potato Caster is my brother's first guitar when he had guitar lessons somewhere in the early 90s. It's originally a Phoenix from 89 to 91. Not a cheap guitar, but also not very high end. Phoenix, do I know of this? Not a cheap guitar, but also not very high, but the neck is amazing. I used this guitar in my bands before I bought the Telecaster. I put in 2 Damasio virtual PAFs, PAFs, whatever you prefer, and the middle pickup, which is a Fender Custom Shop 69 neck pickup from another Strat I own. I decided to have the white parts of the humbuckers on the outer sides to give it a bit of a Stevie Ray Vaughan vibe. The cool thing about the wiring is that the 2 tone knobs are linear coil splits, so you can gradually add or take out the second coil per humbucker. This works way better than I expected and gives a wide variety of sounds. I painted the headstock black. It looked awful since my brother sanded away the Phoenix logo, and yes, I know it's wrong, added the Fender decal. Wow, but to show that it's not a real Fender, I bought 2 and added Potato Caster instead of Stratocaster. I know that it's potato. I just spelled that wrong since it's patat in Dutch and not potat. I love this. It has a sense of humour. I only can't change that anymore without removing the lacquer. Okay. Wow, that is so funny. I wouldn't have noticed. Potato custard. This is why I love this now segment. This is extraordinary. Look at that. Look at that strat. Good job with the potato custard. I love it. But maybe we should have kept that under wraps, because no doubt that name is now going to be stolen by probably Fender. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that guitar story. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching the show. I hope you enjoyed this new format. I just want to end on a nice note, just as a thank you to my Patreon supporters, who you will see the names of in the credits. But I thought I would also thank one Patreon supporter daily. So I've got a random number generator here, and I've got a list of a lovely bunch of people, and as of today I've got 485 patrons. So between 1 and 485 we're going to generate a number. Here we go. 388, and then I look at my spreadsheet, and 388 is Clint Shingler. Clint, you are Patreon of the day. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks to obviously everyone for watching this, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Across the water, you chose to live alone. Keep yourself busy, you can't be caught by phone. Your mind entertains you, no friends to ever leave. Waves crash around you, no time to feel